All right, howdy folks. My name is Mac. I'm out volunteering today with Friends of Fall Creek Watershed. It's a nonprofit that we formed to help clean up our public lands. And while this is not necessarily a cleanup project, down the road is a old Chevy Trailblazer that we're trying to get out of the woods. It was dumped out here. It's on its roof. In our way, well, the last couple of days, we have had an atmospheric river roll through, and we've had 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and it has turned our Forest Service roads into giant loggy messes. So in order to get the trash out, we have to trailblaze our way to the Trailblazer. And well, that is what we've been working on. We came up here the other day, and we ran into quite the mess. Ran out of chainsaw gas, and so today hopefully we will do better. I brought lots of gas, I sharpened my chain, and perhaps today is the day we get everything out. But we're gonna start with clearing some good footing. When we do volunteer cutting for like Cascade Volunteers and the Scorpions Trail Crew, we follow Forest Service safety standards for running chainsaws. And part of that is we have an acronym called OLAC. O is objective. Well, here's your objective. H. Oh, next is L. OH, OLAC. Leans, binds, all that kind of stuff. Like for example, when I cut this, the wood is going to come down. It's going to bind on the bottom. So this is what we call a bottom bind. This entire pile we would call a jackstraw. H, hazards. We need to talk about hazards. Not only are there lots of hazards with lots of intertwisting things, spikes, the weather, it's wet, it's slippery, but you also have to check overhead. Other trees that could fall down, widowmakers, all sorts of stuff. And here's a hazard that I'm mitigating right now, good footing. I don't want to slip while I'm cutting with the chainsaw. All right, let's get the saw started. It should be good and gassed up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Choke. This is what we call a crotch start. We're gonna let that warm up a little bit. Or we're gonna play with it a little bit, make sure it warms up a little bit. All right, let's verify we have fuel. I did fill it up the other day, and we do have gas. Okay, choke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, baby. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. I can smell the gas. Work. I wonder if it's gonna be more work to start the saw than it was to clear the rest of this. All right, normally I like to let the saw warm up, but as you saw before, when I let it idle, it died. So I'm gonna get some heat in this thing. So continuing to talk about OLAC. The next one on there is E, or escape plan. That's a lot more relevant when you're on a narrow trail than a road. Generally my escape plan is going that way, which is downhill. It could be problematic because things generally go downhill. Oh, it does not sound good at all. You always want to cut out your bind first. See how that's rolling downhill? My objective right now is to make this less complicated. I want to make this simpler. So this is not really connected to that, so that's going to be the first thing we're going to cut out. Like that, it's because I didn't cut the bottom out first. I didn't cut the bottom out because I did not want to get the saw close to the gravel. Don't want to dull the blade that I just sharpened up. We also have to be cognizant as we're clearing. There's a culvert running right through here. We do not want to fill that culvert up with debris. Okay, so we know that this is fairly disconnected. So I say we get this out of the way. I'd like to clear the bottom, cut the bottom, but it's too close to the gravel, so we're just going to go. Now that I got most of that cut out, I'm going to stand up and feather. Got plenty of distance between me and the rocks, but I'd rather have as much as I can get. Run out of parking space here, so we may want to get the light ones farther down the hill. and or clear this just for the sake of having lots of parking space. Okay, I'm getting the bottom bound up on this one. Completely unnecessary, but see, it's going to give me lots of space to clear all these logs. And that is what I want. Lots of space. You see me clicking and unclicking the safety clutch. I'm supposed to do that, it would take more than 2 steps. So, the curve is the distance, the opening that the saw blade makes. You want to read that as you're cutting, because it tells you if it's opening or closing or staying neutral, and that's going to let you change your cutting plan. Alright. That's good and clear. That helped move a few things. Nice. Get that out of there, but again, trying to keep it away from the culvert. Okay, now this mess. I would say that the next thing we want to clear is work our way from the top to the bottom. Now that would be this bad mama jama. We want to get this one separated from this mess and make things simpler. So we're going to cut the bottom out and cut the top and let that drop. I'm going to get rid of a few hazards. Did not take much at all. Okay, well that is less complicated. We got that out of the way. Let's get some more of this out. We're kind of in a bad spot here because this is going to roll back at me. I really should be cutting it from the other side. I'll tell you what here in a second. Didn't come too far, mainly because they had holding wood. Gotten greedy. In fact, I know I got greedy. Should have looked at how my binds changed. And I did not. Should have cut it over here where it was resting instead of over there where it was going to move. And that's what got me. I got greedy. Camera in a better spot. My concern right now is this rolling back on top of me right now. That's what it looks like it's poised to do. See if that opens things up enough. Get the saw out. Did not. Right there. That seems to be having a desired effect. If you look at it, right in there, the only thing that's holding this together is that one little piece of holding wood right there. That's it. Causing all our trouble. Okay, let's lock this and check the chain. Chain is good. Unlock it. Doing okay. Cut that holding wood. Get out of the way. That one decides to leave the chat. Hopefully that does not go down to do bad things. Bad things to the culvert. Alright, let's gather wedges. There's a saying in forestry, wedge early, wedge often. Well, that's probably what we should have done. Alright. We know this wants to go somewhere. So I am tempted to reach over this log and cut that one. Point of contact right there. I mean, that's going to try to bind on the top. Get that up first. Now, unfortunately, kind of have to finish the cut over here. It's in the danger zone. I do not like. Together, other than hope, dreams, and prayer. Maybe this kickstand right there. A couple of whacks. Maybe a camp hook even. Secret weapon time. Secret weapon time. Hi lady, are you wet? You can get in the car. I did leave the door open for you, didn't I? There you go. Alright. Secret weapon. Cant hook. right there. It's right where it's holding. Give that a little bit of a easy buzz. Kind of a tricky spot to stand. This is where torques would come in handy. She is. Out she goes. Okay. Turn you off. Yeah. There you go. Get you dry. There you go. Stab it in this way. That's what I want to do. What am I doing? There you go. Look at you, Mac. You can figure it out. Let's do a little boot scooting. There, now I have a little room. Goodbye, log. Probably do not need this cut, but I want it out of the way for decomplexifying. Stop. Over here. Get it well and away from everything. Now we can work on this little guy. Like it pops. Slowly peeling back the layer. Howdy, howdy. Resting on the log. You never now Steve is in the danger zone. Willow's in the danger zone. Watch the culvert, Steve. Don't clog the culvert. Okay. A little bit more of this little bad mama Jama, I think. Because if we can get it off of this, makes this less complicated. So, the question is, it's going to be bound on the bottom, bound on the top. About the log, it is probably bound on the top because, oh, frick. Cut the backside out first. side bind is not only when it goes up and down, but it goes sideways. And that does sort of make sense. It's going to want to go that way because of Mr. Tree here. Probably influenced by things like that. Open a few things up. And come on, Mac. You can do it.
It's kind of pop and spin when you break through.
Yep. Yep. I just want to get it off of this so that one last thing I have to deal with. Cant hooks over there, if that helps. I don't know if this is all the way out or if it just needs a little encouragement. You want to, I think, go the other way.
Actually, I want to go towards me.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Beautiful. Okay, now the big guy. It is standing up right there and above and out, so say we want to start cutting on this side. In order to really start cutting on this side, we need to clear trees or clear brush. This guy's gonna be big time top bind is my guess. Or big time bottom bind. Bottom bind. Bottom bind, isn't it? Let's get it's arched. See how it's arched? So
I think it's
cut the bottom out first. Well, I'm gonna cut the back out first, then I'm gonna cut the started to lift. It may also have some wicked side bind, so watch it. That's also a possibility. Ooh. Tension in that one. Gas time. Should have checked it earlier. It's not good to run an auto tune saw out. Yeah, the downside to it splitting is this.
Yep.
So it's that much harder to move.
Pain in the butt.
I can help here in a second, or we could always winch it. We also could just flip it over and drive over it. But what would be the fun in that? Aren't you glad I brought the canned hook?
Yep.
I give that a couple pumps. Because we probably ran that carburetor good and dry. Probably wants a little bit of looby dooby. Only about half empty. The chainsaw lube goes at about half the rate of gas. But that's not to mean we shouldn't keep it topped off, and that is way too much. Going to make a giant spilly mess. I think chainsaw lube is mostly vegetable oil, isn't it?
I don't know anymore.
I think it's a combination of vegetable oil and mineral oil. All right, now that we made a giant mess, let's see if we can actually get the saw to start. Hey! Oh. 1, 2, 3. Come on, baby. All the way separated on down below. There she goes. Okay. Now, work on this cut. This one is going to continue to open on the bottom. See it opening. That's not a good thing. Not good at all. Might need to get out my electric. Think if I cut that hinge wood, it would do it? I don't think it would.
I don't think so. And you're going against gravity with those wedges.
Yeah.
You got to push that log up. So.
This one?
No, the one across the road. You're trying to get that to go up. Actually, you're trying to get the whole thing to go up.
No, I'm just trying to get it to go apart.
10,000 pounds.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it apart. Apart is all I really need. Batteries aren't dead already, are they? Wow, look at that. That one's at 3. That one's at a 3. Why does it say no battery? Okay, that's pretty much halfway through. Right there with a log. You want this?
No, we'll have to wait till we get some cut off of
You want to send that to Valhalla?
Can't with that little log behind it.
Out of the way at least.
Okay.
I think I might actually finish off the holding wood with the electric so that I don't risk my other chain. I'd rather foobar up this chain.
Yep.
All right, now it's free. And yeah, there's a lot of energy in that. All right, this chain looks good. I'm about due for a new bar. I'm more than due for a new bar. Did I get it all, or?
Yep.
That off?
Yeah.
Quick trim. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this is picking itself up just a little bit every time we cut one of these off. See the bark chain? larger.
Yep.
But we have leverage. Changed much, but yep, I wasn't all the way through, but I was through enough. Hold on. Dying. Give that a pry. Peeling it off first, and then I reckon a chain. Need that stop off? Okay, I see it. Right in there. Still the whole stump trying to stand up. Might just do it too. Hold on, I'll get the other side. Yeah, you cut a couple more lumps off of this and off of this and we cut one more off just for the fun, for funsies?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I would. You get the place for you.
gas. Let's check gas. Guess we're getting.
I'm not going to look and see if there's any garbage under the root ball.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Who says we don't plant trees?
Yeah. Want to give me a hand spinning this? I don't want to roll it down into your truck.
You're no fun. Let's go over into that.
That's what I was thinking.
You put right there. That'll do.
Yep.
Go, Willow. Cool. Well, that'll be a nice, exciting piece of footage. All right. Well, up the road we go. Let's go get a Trailblazer.
Yeah.
So I'm going to end this episode right here. Thank you everybody for watching. Get out there, volunteer, do good things in this world. Clean up trash, and well, let's go get a Trailblazer. We'll see you on the next episode, everybody.